The Total War series is the biggest RTS franchise of all time, Medieval being perhaps the most popular. Medieval 2, when it came out, was so well liked that everybody has been asking, where's the next one? Where is Medieval 3? Creative Assembly know that it's going to give them massive sales, but it's still not here and no news has even come yet. So where is it? Will it ever come? Well, for now at least, there's another solution. Medieval Kingdoms 1212 is possibly one of the greatest Total War mods ever made. In the absence of a modern-day medieval Total War, modders took it upon themselves to create something along the same lines. You know, the lines of plate armor and vicious inbreeding. Originally made for Rome 2 Total War, Medieval Kingdoms was eventually ported to Attila, with a huge overhaul. The campaign alone has 57 playable factions, covering a huge part of the globe, from big heavy hitters like England and France to even the lesser states in the medieval world, each with insanely unique and detailed units in their beautiful early or late era medieval arms and armour. The campaign itself has a few new things as well, a new UI with campaign events that fit only to the time period. I mean, when the Pope gives you orders, you better do them, if you are especially a true man of the Holy Roman Empire. The shining glory of Medieval 1212, however, are the units. Over 4,000 beautifully modelled units for every faction. I could spend hours zooming in and looking at all the intricate designs. In fact, that's actually exactly what I did. I could have possibly recorded more gameplay for this, but I just couldn't stop loading up custom battles and just nerding out over the plate mail or the heavy knights. I mean, they even had handgunners, goddamn. I love this mod. Whilst the mod is great and people seem to be loving it, it is true that Creative Assembly are very, very shy about even mentioning anything of Medieval 3. I guess because they know once they start, well, they've really got something to commit to there, and there is a lot to live up to. I mean, can you really blame them? The risk is massive, and whilst one could argue the rewards are even bigger, if they fail, with a historical franchise in the mud at the moment, it could be a really big takedown of Creative Assembly in general. Despite the silence, something was eventually said back in August of 2022. Ian Roxburgh is the creative director over at Creative Assembly, and he's been within the franchise since its early days. Well, this is what he had to say about the possibilities of Medieval 3 Total War. Jesus Christ, I'm cold. When asked about Medieval 3, Ian Roxburgh said, "Of course we've considered it. It's constantly on the radar because we know it's something fans really want. As a studio, it's something we will do at some point, I'm sure." So, it's a definite yes, right? Well, it looks to be that way. Back in 2021, the fanbase did get excited over the trademarking of new Total War Medieval, yet it did seem that was more just the port for Medieval 2 onto iPad devices. But it could be the start of a new direction for the franchise. Will it be the next historical Total War? I think it is actually kind of likely. CA are wanting to hop back into that franchise, and if they want to do it in a big way, well, Medieval 3's got to be the most obvious choice. The fantasy era has boosted the company's stock tenfold, but the old fans are waiting for something back. Back in the time that made the games big in the first place. So there we have it, a franchise in limbo. The historical Total Wars have been few and far between, and even when they do come in the likes of Three Kingdoms, some have been incredibly disappointed. So, where do Creative Assembly go from here? Well, if they want the money, they know what the solution is. And I need more videos to make that aren't talking about unreleased games on top of freezing mountains in blizzards. I need to go home.